Hey guitar enthusiasts, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be going over a classic by Buddy Holly called That'll Be the Day. I love this song because we're just using our A, D, E chords. We do have a B7 that drops in. I'll show you how to do a quick, easy fix for that in this video. So let's get into it. This is a great song just because of the cool strumming stuff you can do. We've got some 7 chords that pop in, so if you haven't used those before, you can start practicing with those. And if you don't know those 7 chords, you can always play the regular chords. So don't forget, my website has the chord chart. I'll put a link in the description below. Go grab that, come back, and we're going to go through how to play this song. So there's 3 sections to this song: the verse, the chorus, and the solo. What we're going to do is we're going to start on the chorus because this song actually starts with the chorus as opposed to the verse. So let's talk about the chords and then how we're going to go about strumming this. So the chord progression for the verse is 2 Ds, 2 As, 2 Ds, followed by an A chord that we're going to hold, and then a split measure of E7 and A, and I'm going to show you how to strum that. So let's start off with a general strumming pattern. I'm going to give you 2 ways to play it. So depending on your skill level, you can either take the easier way or the hard way. So the easier way is just to play all down strums and do an up strum on the second measure. So most of these chords are 2 measures: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on this first section where we have 2 Ds, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so see what we're doing on the second measure. We're just putting 1 up strum at the end, which will get you into the A chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so you can really, even with just 4 down strums and 1 little up strum, you can already hear the song coming out of the guitar. If you want to spice it up a little bit, we can just do lots of downs and ups. So basically just putting 8th notes in between every single down strum. So it'll sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And no matter what you do on this next A chord, you're just going to strum it and hold it for 4 counts. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we get into the next measure, which is an E7 and an A chord, and we don't strum the E7 until the 3rd beat. Now the great thing about this is it lines up with the lyrics. So it's going to be when I die. So the E7 takes over the when I, and then the A gets the die. So that'll be the day when I die. So that's how that section is going to sound. So one more time. So we've got, you say you're gonna leave, you know it's a lie, well that'll be the day that I die. So that's how that verse is going to end, which brings us, or sorry, that's how the chorus is going to end, which brings us now into our verse. So the verse chord progression is a little bit different. It's D, A, D, A, D, A, and then we have a B7 and an E7 chord. So the strumming, we're not going to really do anything different from the strumming. Again, you can pick one of those 2, but if you're not familiar with a B7 chord, which is this chord here, beautiful, beautiful sounding chord, especially if you like blues. If you don't know how to do the B7 chord yet, what I would recommend is just doing the bottom 3 strings of a D chord without the 3rd finger down. So if you need an easy fix, if you're an absolute beginner and you haven't gotten into 7 chords yet, the easy fix is to play a D chord and remove your 3rd finger and just play the bottom 3 strings. It's not going to sound as full or as nice as the B7, but it's a way to make this a little bit more towards your skill level if you haven't learned that B7 chord just yet. Now the solo is what's the last section, and the cool thing about this solo is it's really just 12-bar blues, all right? So we're taking the solo and we're going to be playing A for 4 measures, then we have D for 2 measures, followed by A for 2 measures. We have an E7, we have a D chord, we have an A chord, and we have an E7. Now there's a really interesting part that if you want to add in a little spice to blues this up a little bit, you can. So the solo comes in, and we're just going to be playing the chords underneath the solo. And we've got this A. So if you want to switch over to a shuffle pattern at this point, you can, because they're going to throw some blues stuff in here. Or if you just want to stick with, that will work just fine too. But when we get to this D chord, if you want to throw this little spice in there, you can. We're going to be playing a very classic little blues piece here. We're going to have our first finger on the second fret of the third string, and we're going to be playing the open D string, and then the second fret of the G string. I don't know what I said before, but second fret of the G string, and we're going to be going. Did you hear that? Very classic blues sounding lick here. So we're playing, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're taking our third finger and we're pressing on the fourth fret of that same string, that G string. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then when we get to the next chord, the A, we're going to move the first finger up to the second fret on the fourth string, and we've got same thing on the A string. So it's the same thing. Second fret is played by the first finger, and then the third finger is going to be playing the fourth. So let me just go in for a quick close-up so you guys can see it. So here's the D, and we're going to be going second fret, fourth fret, second fret, fourth fret. So it's going to sound like this. Here's the A. And then we're going to jump back to our E7, which is just normal. So like I said, you can either just stick with the straight strumming, or if you want to throw in that little spice, you can. It just adds a little bit of fun. If you go and listen to the song, you're going to hear it and you're probably going to want to do it. So go check that out. If you guys enjoyed this lesson, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what songs you guys might want me to do on my YouTube channel here. And YouTube's going to suggest a couple more videos for you guys over here. Go check those out. Keep practicing, keep working hard, and I'll see you guys in another lesson video.